In this tutorial, we'll be going over how to create a giveaway drag and drop pop-up in the Capture More Subscribers campaign. So first things first, you're going to log into your account and you're going to be here. You're going to go ahead and click on your site name. And from there, you're going to go into the welcome pop-up because that is where we want this pop-up to display. So I'm going to go ahead and click into there, and then we're going to make sure our settings are correct here. So we have it on a pop-up, we want it to be on a timer trigger, and then have it pop up after 10 seconds. In the advanced settings, we're going to make sure that this close on overlay click is selected, and then from there we'll click next. Here's where we can choose where we want it to display. So for now I want this pop-up to show on all pages except for ones that contain the cart page. And then we want this frequency to be set at once per session. So I'm going to go ahead and click next, and then we want our goal or our conversion event to be a sale. So I'm going to update that, and then we're going to want to use the top 6 giveaway template. So if you need to add it new, you can just come up here and find it, but here we have it here, so I'm going to go into it, edit design, and here's where I can go in and edit anything I want on here. So for the title text, we're going to say enter to win a free year of, or we're going to say enter to win a free t-shirt because that's what our product is that we want to give away. So we'll put that there, and then in the subtitle we'll say place your favorite products in order to enter. Okay, awesome. So that's how they're going to be able to enter this giveaway. And from here, we want to add in all the different products that we want to show here. So for example, product title 1, we want it to be our beanie product. Again, these are just sample products here, but I'm going to go ahead and select our beanie. It's going to show up there. So the number 2 spot, I want it to be our short sleeve shirt, which is right here. So I'll change that to short sleeve t-shirt. Product 3, I want it to be our long sleeve shirt. I'll go ahead and select this long sleeve. And then product 4, I want it to be our water bottle. Select it here and just choose one of the water bottle options. Product 5, I want it to be our other long sleeve, so we'll just call it the long logo sleeve. We'll select it here. And then the 6th product, we want to be our other water bottle, so we'll just call it a tumbler. And then I'm going to go ahead and select all of those. So now all my different products are entered in here, and then now users can go ahead and actually drag and drop what order they want things in. The numbers will change with them, which is a pretty cool feature we have. You'll want to make sure all your image sizes are the same so the numbers line up. So you can see this picture is actually a little bit small, this one's a little long, so it kind of sets everything off. So you will want to make sure that all your images are the same size so that everything is level and even. And then my button, I do want it to say submit my entry. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on the design a little bit here just so it's not as long and it fits a little better. So I'm going to go over here into my design settings. So in the general settings, this is where I want to make these rounded edges sharper. So I'm going to actually change that to 0. So it's right there. You can change the actual size of the pop-up if you want. Over here, make it full screen. There's a lot of options in the general. So you can continue to go through each of these, or you can even click on what you want to edit on the actual placement. So here I'm going to click on the title. The font we like to use is Poppin, so I'm going to select that. I do still want it to be black, so I'm going to leave that, but I do want the size just a little bit smaller. Here's the subtitle. I'm going to go select that here. I want that a lot smaller than the other one so it fits on one line. This margin spacing is pretty big for what I like, so I'm just going to go ahead and make that a little bit smaller there. I'm going to do it to the bottom too, just to kind of shorten up the pop-up. There we go. I'm going to go check the title. I don't want it that far away from the top, so I'm going to make it smaller. There we go. And then you can actually go in and edit each of these. So I'm going to come in here. I already did the subtitle, so I'm going to do the headline here. I'm going to make that smaller, as well as change it to our pop-ins. I'm just going to go ahead and do that for all of these so that it all looks uniform. Let's see. Here's where I can change what the number will look like. So we'll change it there. And maybe I want the background color just to be white to match the back, but I want the number to be black, so it is just a number there. So I'm going to go ahead and make that change. I really like that. Make the font size just a little bit smaller. There we go. And then, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and edit the fields. I forgot to edit those before. We don't want to collect first name. We actually just want to collect email for this example, so I'm going to make that one required. You can see here it just has an email name now. And then in the design settings, this is where I can change what I want it to look like, the font of it, and everything. You can make it be this bottom border, or you can actually toggle that off and make it a box, kind of whatever you want with that one. I like the bottom border, so I'm going to leave that one. And then with my button, I'm going to go make those same design changes here. I'm actually going to make the button color a little more of an Ampry blue. You'll want to pull the hex code just so you can get the right color, but for this example, we'll get this close enough. The font size I'm going to make smaller, and the border radius I'm going to make 0, just so that it is square like the rest of our design is. Oh, and then I want the hover background color to be the blue as well, but I do want it just to be a little bit darker, so there's a little bit of a difference. So I'm going to do that, and that's how that's going to look. And that's the first step. So the second step in this pop-up, after they've drag and dropped and submitted their email, they'll then be prompted to enter their phone number here. So this description text is typically where we would place the terms text, so how you want it to look, or like the terms for people to be able to sign up for phone number or for SMS from you, the legal terms of that. So we would put those in there. I'm just gonna leave this as the default text for now. This is where they'd put in their phone number, and then this is where they'd actually submit their entry there. And then on the third step, this is where we would give them the confirmation here. So we would say, congrats, you're entered to win a t-shirt. And then you can also say here, like, we'll contact you at the email provided. Here you can also give them the option for, or give them a discount code here where they can purchase or make a purchase or whatever you want here. This is just kind of like letting them know that they are entered. And then this third button, we can just have it say continue shopping. And then we can either just have it close on the click, or we can redirect them to your bestsellers page or whatever it is. And so from there, you'll want to make sure that you add your integration with whatever email and text provider you're using there. And then we'll go ahead and click next on this. In our targeting settings, we're going to want to set this to new users coming to the site because that's who we want to see this. So we'll set it to show for new users. And that should be good. So we're going to go ahead and hit save and close. And now that one is ready to go.